My video for August 24th, 2018, which is my video number 2825, is entitled My Pope Francis Arrest Warrant Video. 1 week ago, I published that video on YouTube and Facebook, something I've been doing every day since January 2011. On Facebook, it got 11 likes and 2 shares, one of them mine, and 0 comments. YouTube marked that video as spam. As of this morning, it has 10,312 views, 199 likes, 51 dislikes, and 156 comments. I'm sure the establishment considers all of my videos to be spam. Certainly, I do not push the mainstream agenda of mind control. I have a long history of thinking outside the box and challenging the status quo, especially in religion and politics. Oh, maybe I should mention that I also deleted comments on YouTube for that video during the first day it went live. Please do not misunderstand me. I am not against Catholics or any group, not even Zionists. I do, however, oppose the liars in high places who manipulate humanity in both religion and politics. I oppose the idea that some see themselves as an elite group with the right to commit horrific crimes against common people and even innocent babies and children. I want to see the playing field leveled, and if the charlatans do not repent, they should, at the very least, be quarantined. Is there anyone or any group strong enough to do this? If not, nothing else really matters. Yes, there are at least a couple of groups that have organized to try to level the playing field and stop the abuse of children especially. This is something that has been being exposed for some time now, and Kevin Annett is one of the people, and Robert Steele, I think is his name, has also been, he's an ex-CIA agent, and he's working with some international tribunal as well to expose and correct the serious problem we have with child abuse, especially committed by those that consider themselves above the law. And indeed, the way they have set the law up, they are above it. As I mentioned in a previous video, many of them have filled out paperwork making them sovereign individuals, whereas they've done this to hide their crimes or to shield themselves from prosecution for those crimes. That's not the way sovereign citizens should be. Sovereign citizens still have the responsibility to treat others with due respect and not abuse those that have a different viewpoint or whatever. I'm not trying to push, neither have I tried to push, a one world religion or a one idea. I would like us simply to come to the basic truth that until we are able to love one another as we love ourselves, we're never going to get out of this mess. And unless God or some higher entity or entities comes in and takes corrective action and stops these charlatans, it will keep going on forever and ever. I get accused of being judgmental. Well, yes, there are things that are right and there are things that are wrong. That's not an illusion. That's not something that's open for opinion. Those that abuse children are committing a crime. Those that abuse anyone against their will are committing a crime. Even those police officers and military people that go out and wage war, literally. Even the police are waging war using weapons against people that are killing people in many cases and getting away with murder. But the soldiers and the militaries around the world have been doing that for a long, long time. And bear in mind, folks, that war is a money-making proposition. And it's the monetary system that is at the root of the problem, or it's certainly the vehicle through which the problem of control is put forth, so that we have to deal with these issues. And it affects our religion. It affects our politics, if you will. We've got to get beyond religion and beyond politics. We've got to get to a place where we stop seeing any race as a superior race, any nationality as a superior nationality, any gender as a superior gender. We are male and female, period. Now, people are going to say, but there are some people there's people that identify themselves as women that have men's genitals and vice versa. And there's all sorts of anomalies. All right, there are always going to be anomalies. There are anomalies in nature as well. There are creatures that are born with two heads or whatever, or missing parts, or there's lots of anomalies in the world. I'm not talking about anomalies. I'm talking about the norm, the average. What is the norm? And the norm is male and female. The norm is for humans to have a head and two legs and two arms and two eyes and two ears and one mouth, so we should listen twice as much as we speak. There's lots of things that we could draw as analogies to the situation in which we find ourselves, analogies which have significant meaning, and we've got to uncover these and face these. Now, who is it that doesn't want us to talk about religion and politics? Well, obviously, it's the people that take advantage of religion and politics to control the masses. And they don't want anything questioned. It's against their rules to question anything, especially their agenda. But what is their agenda? Their agenda is control. It's always been control. When is this going to end? When is their agenda going to be changed to loving, to helping everyone prosper and everyone come to the place in their lives where they're able to achieve their highest and greatest potential? That's all of us should be able to do that. And we should be encouraged, not discouraged from doing that. But the leaders don't want to encourage us. They want to stop us from ascending into a higher state of consciousness and growing into a state of being able to forgive those that truly repent and love everyone. That's the key, loving everyone. I would like to see Pope Francis, who is a Jesuit. He's the first Jesuit priest ever, folks. And the Jesuits have been the dark side of Roman Catholicism for a long, long time. It's the Jesuits, not the Franciscans. Franciscans were decent people, many of them. There's no all in any group that is, you can say everyone in that group is bad or everyone in that group is good. There's a mix. There's always been a mix in every type of group, in every breakdown of human society. There's always a mix. There's the good and the bad. There's those that are struggling to figure out who they are, and there's those that are trying to help others, and there are those that are trying to bring others into submission. It's all a game, folks, and we need to rise above the game and get to the reality of life. And I don't believe the reality cannot be physical. I believe three-dimensional reality, or what we see as physicalness, is the problem. That's been entrapped. We've been entrapped in that, but I don't think that's the problem. The problem is consciousness. The problem is awareness. When is our awareness going to be elevated to the point where we can love one another? That's the question I keep asking. And as always, I thank you for listening, and namaste.